Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to class again. Welcome to a new month. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time of coming here, I'm glad to see you. Please do well to subscribe. I would love to always see you come back to watch my videos.
Hello, so this is a new project I'm working on, and it's another SEGO head tie. This is a full packet. Somebody asked me to show how to make this design with half of this. I don't know if I can be able to make the design with half, but I'll try and see if I can. But if I can't, no problem. So this is it. This is just so from one end to the other is a full packet. So let's cut it and start the work. Okay, so this is a V front. The design is a V front. So according to what we do when we are making V front, for Asooke, we measure 17 inches, 17 by and 2 plies, 17 inches, 2 plies for each side of the V. But for this one, since it's not Asooke, we are not even going to be folding the sides. So we're going to take 15 and a half by 6 inches, no, by 12 inches, sorry. So, or just let's do 11 will still work. All right, 16 by 11, and you are cutting two pieces of it, right? So 16 from here to here, which is around head circumference, and you're cutting it in two places. So my fabric is on fold, right? Then so normally I would have cut these two of them together, but because I'm trying to see if I can do this with half of the fabric, half of the head tie, that's why I didn't cut it. I would have just cut this and this together. So let me go downwards and cut again, but I don't think it's possible actually. So this is the two of them. I've cut one on one, so automatically I'm going to sew the base now. Then this is for the V front, okay? Then after cutting this one for the V front, for the back side, then the one that will cover the back measures from here to here, which is from front to back, is 13 inches. Even though 12 can work, but I'm using 13 because I can. Then here to here, which is kind of around the head circumference, where you will attach at the back of the V front, measures 23 inches. Okay, so let's go and sew. The link of how to make a base is in the description. Check it there and you will learn how to make it. So I'm not going to video that. I'll see you when I'm done. Now I've sewn the base, see it, and I've tied it to the dummy. So always on the dummy I tied it towards at the back, and then use a needle, a pin to hold it here before we do any other thing. Now I'm ready to sew. Looking at the style in the in the picture, in the thumbnail, you will notice that the end of the base, the end of the fan is somewhere here. So the place that the fan will end, you mark it. And the reason you mark it is because you don't want the fan to cross here, so that you give the customer exactly what the customer wants, right? So to make the fan, that you're going to now cut out 15 inches by 43 inches. That's what I have here. After cutting it out, then you pick a particular side depending on the angle, the side you want the fan to go. You pick up that side and start to pleat as I'm doing in the video. So you pleat it. After pleating, you use a hand needle, threaded needle, and sew it down so that you keep the pleat in place. When you are done sewing it down, trim off your thread, then use a pin and attach it to the back of the base, the very back of the base. All right, after pinning it at the back, then you raise it up. See that strap, make sure you pin it down. The reason I'm tying the strap again at the front is so that it will not shift as I walk on it. So it's very important. Then when you're done, make sure that the V front, you know that V, this is a cross front, right? Make sure that the V is at the center of the face. Make sure so that your gele will align properly. If it's not at the center, it will not align. Then you start taking your fan. So please, for you to take this fan, you take two pleats. After taking two pleats down, then you start taking your fan.
The owner of this gele likes her gele high, so that's the way I'm going to take it. After two pleats, I start taking the fan, all right? And then you take your fan just like that. Watch what I'm doing. I'll have to be very kind of, I'll try as much as possible not to fast forward it too much, but you kind of get the grip of what I'm doing.
So you here we are now making low fans. If you remember what is there at the thumbnail, you will know that the fan stopped here. So I'm taking my probably the last fan. You see where it is? This is probably my last fan, and this is it. All right. So I will pin it. So this is how it will be. So do not cut this place off. Leave it because it's part of the gele.
Next thing is to remove it from the dummy gently and then sew all the places that you have pinned earlier. Because if you notice, if you observe carefully, I haven't sewn anything on the fan area. I was just pleating and pinning. So right now I'm going to sew down everywhere.
So I'm done sewing to see what it looks like, right? So now it's attached to the dummy. All the pins are gone, right? What I mean is the multiplate, the fan is attached to the base. So all the pins I used earlier are gone. So what we have to do now is to attach the strap. Okay, I'll remove, this is the only pin left. So I remove it. I'll attach the strap here. After attaching the strap, you have two ways of doing this. Either you bend, you know that here, this excess is not going to stay this way, so we need to attach it. You see, it's better now, right? So you can choose to attach it now to the edge here, attach it now, and add your strap on it and sew everything down. Or you leave it, attach just the strap here. After attaching strap, then you can now tack it on top of the strap. So it's your choice. So either way, I'm going to fix the strap and come back. So looking at this now, you see I've fixed the strap for this. The size of strap I use, 4 inches. The width from here, the shorter side is 4 inches, and the length is 10 inches. That's what I used. So use the same or any other thing you feel comfortable with. So now I have attached here like I pointed out earlier. All right. So the next thing will be for us to work on this side. If you check, you see that this side is still empty, right? So what we're going to do is cut out another fabric. So obviously half cannot give us this gele. Half of this SEGO cannot give us this gele. That's what I've observed now. So I'm going to cut out 20 inches by 15 inches. All right, that's what I will use now. 20 inches by 15. Let's see. When you cut out 20 inches by 15, it's for here, this side, this empty side. It's for this empty side. All right. So when we cut it out, you choose any side on the 20 inches mark. On the 20 inches mark, choose any side, any edge, and start to pleat. Just pleat the edge like we did the other edge.
After pleating there, use your needle and thread and tack it just like we did the beginning of the other side. All right, tack it and then attach it to that side of the base, you know, the side of the base that we haven't put anything on. Okay, go to the back attach it to that base. And after attaching it to the base, now before you attach it to the base, you will see that this excess hanging from the existing fan will be disturbing you. So raise it up and pin it. Just remove it out of your way. Do not cut, please. Then attach it to the back with your needle, or pin it to the back. Don't use needle and thread to attach it. Pin it to the back, and that's it.
What we'll now do is we make ruffles. I don't know if you know how to make ruffles already, but in case you don't know how to make ruffles, just try to see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing? I get here and I take it down, down. Just I do tiny pleats. 1, 2. That's enough. I'll now pinch it on top. I'm not sure this is enough to teach you how to make ruffle, but please try to. Or there are many methods to do ruffle. I have a class, I have a tutorial of SEGO gele that I use to make ruffles too. That method I use still works. I'm just showing you this one. This one might be simpler for some persons, but then it's tricky to understand. You see, I've gotten my ruffle. So all these places I'm pinning down now, I'm going to use needle and sew it, needle and thread, and sew it later so that it becomes firm. You see what I have now? Okay, see my ruffle. So see this ruffle I have, but I don't want it to be this high. So when I'm sewing, I'll press it down more like this, all right, so that it will be clear. So when I'm sewing, I'm going to press it down so that it will not be this high, because it cannot be quite high. This side is lower, all right, and then this one will be left hanging. I hope it's clear. The ruffle I made now, see how I made it. Remember that somewhere here is already attached to the base. Then I do this, 1, 2, then I bring the top together like so before I pin. So in case what I did here was not clear, did you see how it is now? Then I'll come here again. I want to do another ruffle. I just give gap, don't do immediately. 1, 2, then I pin the top. I fold them together and pin. You see the ruffle I have. So that's exactly how I got this ruffle in this particular one. It's different. Okay, so looking at it, all the pins are gone. I've attached it, and see the way it looks, right? So I attached it till I got to this point where the other one ends. All right. So what you will have to do, cut out another strap, 4 by 4 inches, from here to here, 4 inches by 10 inches, and attach here. Always remember that from here, from the back of the base, you're supposed to give like 3 inches gap before you start attaching it to the base. Okay, it makes it balance well on the head. This is the strap for the base. I will use a pin. I use a pin and hold it down. Then after that, I will now have the strap for the multi-pleat. The fan is already attached, so I strap it at the back so that we can finish up the gele. So this is the front of what we have. See this side, see what it looks like. Okay, so finishing it is what is left. So to finish it, this excess that came from here, I pinned it at the back earlier. I loosen it with my hand needle, kept very, very handy so that I can use it. This is my hand needle. Then I bend it forward this way. If you think that the excess you have is too big, trim it, because I think this one is too big. I'm going to trim it. I don't need it to be. Or if I don't trim it, I will bend it more. See, you see what I have? See, everything is big. But if I pleat it down, it will be looking like this. Does it make sense?
So summarily, all you have to do is walk around it to give you what you like. All right. So eventually you would notice I used scissors. I trimmed off serrated scissors. Please don't use any other scissors. I trimmed off the excesses so that it will give me what I want. So I kept fiddling with it until I got what was really good.
So right now you see what I have here. It's all done. Let me show you. Okay, so see the gele. See what I was able to get. All right. So see the way everything is aligned. See the way it's aligned. This size is actually what the person wants. She always likes her gele to be big. But if you want your own to be smaller, when you're taking your fan, you take in larger. You know, from here we took I pleated about 2 pleats. I took in 2 pleats before I now started taking my fan from here. So you can take as much as 4 pleats, 5 pleats if you want a smaller one. All right. So this is it.